For this example, we're going to sketch one complete cycle of the graph of the y equals 3 plus 2 times tangent of 1/2 x plus 1 over 8 times pi, and x between negative pi over 4 to 7 pi over 4. As we see this function, we're going to make a list of the numbers k, a, b, and c. Follow the pattern of y equals k plus a multiplied by the tangent of bx plus c, where the k value is 3, a value is 2, b is 1 over 2, and c is 1 over 8 multiplied by pi. The k is 3, tells us about the vertical shift. So k equals 3, that means the graph shifted upward with the 3 units. And a equals 2 tells us about the expanding of the graph, or the stretching factor, expanded vertically with the factor 2. And a positive, that means it just followed the sketch of the tangent graph. From 0 to pi over 2 and 2 pi, and so forth. So repeat the same pattern, but it's stretching vertically. And also the value b, the b equals 1 over 2. The b is used to compute the period. The period of the typical pi, if the typical tangent is the pi value, but pi divided by b for the general case, b is 1/2, so I'm going to write as pi divided by 1/2, or pi multiplied by 2 over 1, and turns out to be 2 pi. So the increment of the 4 equal subinterval, or the delta x, will be 2 pi divided by 4, or the period divided by 4, or the increment of pi over 2. The value c, which is pi over 8, is used to compute the phase shift, or the first point of the cycle. The phase shift, which is negative c over b, negative pi over 8 divided by b, which is 1/2. Write it as multiplication of the reciprocal. We have negative pi over 8 multiplied by 2 over 1, or negative pi over 4. This way, the graph, we can see that the graph will start at negative pi over 4. When we make a list of 5 key points in order to sketch a graph, or a convenient graph, so starting with negative pi over 4 for the first one, and the next we'll go by the increment of pi over 2. Pi over 2 is the same as 2 pi over 4, so then it's easier to add the point negative pi over 4 by 2 over 4, because it's the same denominator. The next point gonna be pi over 4, and then 3 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4, and the last point is 7 pi over 4, which the same interval that provided by the problem. Make a list of the points on the table. So negative pi over 4, pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4. The last one is 7 pi over 4 of the function 3, y equals 3 plus 2 times the tangent of 1/2 x plus 1 over 8 pi. So to put numbers together, we follow the equation that 3 plus 2 times the value of the tangent, 3 plus 2 times the value of the tangent, which from the list of the 5 key point values. That's too big. And the 5 key point of the tangent starting from 0 and then 1 and then undefined, which will give you the vertical asymptote here, and then -1 and then 0. So 0, 1, undefined, -1 and 0. The number at the point -π/4 will be 3, and then 3 plus 2, that's 5. 3 plus the undefined number gonna be undefined. 3 minus 2, that's +1, and 3 plus 0, that's gonna be 3. The order pair -π/4, comma 3, π/4, comma 5, and 3π/4, comma undefined. So the vertical asymptote appears here. And then 5π/4, comma 1, 7π/4, comma 3. So make sure the scale covers the value 5 and the value 3 for the y. And then the scale of the x-axis, -π/4 here, this is π/4, 3π/4, 5π/4. So we have asymptote appears at 3π/4. And at -π/4, the function value is 3. We're going to make the increment as this is 2, 4, 6, -2, -4, -6. It's going to be that value. And then π/4, the function value is 5. At 3π/4, the graph undefined. The 5π/4, the value is 1. 7π/4, the value is 3. So the graph in one cycle of this function will look like this. If we see the better looking one on this page, you see the phase shift occurs at -π/4. The width of the 4 equal subinterval or the delta x is π/2, which is 2π/4 to obtain the next point of the 5 key points. And the graph is shifted upward 3 units and stretched with the factor 2.